So yeah, basically you click this video and you're like, okay, how do you even have $100,000 in your bank account? Number one, by me losing $100,000, I meant a business that makes 10K per month. And some of you guys probably relate. You graduated college, maybe got a 60, 70, 80, maybe even a $10,000, $12,000 per month job. Now, I'll tell you how I reacted afterwards. I actually flew to New York City to talk to the person who kind of destroyed my business. But yeah, that's kind of like the mindset I was in whenever I lost this $10,000 per month business. And pretty much okay, so I stopped uploading on YouTube for like 2 years because I wanted to go, I made the conscious decision to go all in on business because I told myself, what's like the fastest way to make money at a young age where it doesn't feel like luck? And although like making content, it's 100%, 90% not luck. I feel like there's a little bit luck. Like one video might not hit the algorithm correctly, the next video won't. Next video will, and you got to capitalize off of the views and you have to adapt. I guess the better word for it is it's not really replicable because I don't like doing things where it just feels like luck. Business, like that takes hard work. Some people say like entrepreneurship is the longest sport anybody could play because there is no off switch and you could play this sport when you're like 80. Now, I literally tried every single business model. I tried drop shipping. I tried YouTube automation. I tried Airbnb. You guys know that I shot music videos. When I shot music videos in the local hood, that took a lot of hard work. That was one of my first successful businesses. And that was the reason why I stopped working at Publix. I stopped working in a warehouse with no AC. And that was my way out. That was my alternative to a college degree. It was shooting rap music videos. The most I've made from that, and it took me like 4 years outside of high school, like 103K a year. I'm not running ads, like it all comes organically, like through Instagram. Bro, when I say this to like family or friends, they're like, bro, you get all your clients from Instagram? Yeah, like there are people making 7 figures without even a website. They're just closing people on Instagram DMs, Twitter DMs, Facebook DMs. But anyways, that was my first successful business, but I didn't want to be 30 shooting rap music videos, being around like pretty much hoodlums. I stopped shooting music videos. That was on the back burner. And I decided to make an app, and this app was gonna help musicians write lyrics using AI. And it was a hit. I posted TikToks about it with like an AI voice talking about the app. I made viral content. I'm like, did this artist use this app, to write his lyrics? Does he have a ghostwriter? Is this app his ghostwriter? It was controversial marketing, but sometimes you have to do that. Got 1 million views, and then I got my first couple hundred customers. So anyways, if you get 100 customers that's paying $10 a month, that's $1,000 per month. Now you could raise your prices to be $20 per month and it could be $2,000. Or if you're in the right industry, if you're like in a finance industry, you could charge like $100 per month or $50 per month for like an app that helps people like invest their money. The most I could charge was about like at max, like $36 per month. I posted this TikTok. It got about like 800,000 to 1 million views, and I got to about $2,000 per month MRR. And this was the first business that I thought I could just go all in. So pretty much, like I said, stopped shooting music videos, sold the Airbnb, and I decided to go all in. Now, when I tell people I sold the Airbnb, the first thought that they have is that the Airbnb wasn't making any money. It was giving me about $2,000 per month of profit, but that comes with headache. There's a cost at how you make your money. I'll take $1,000 a month on the internet versus $2,000 per month through Airbnb. I probably had at the time 4 or 5K in my bank account. I was living in a studio with my dog and my girlfriend. It was like a 400 square foot studio. This is not a studio. I literally just moved in here about 4 months ago. So I didn't have an Airbnb giving me money every month. I stopped shooting music videos to go all in on the app, and my app got shut down by a payment processor. But if you guys aren't business savvy, PayPal is a payment processor. So yeah, this payment processor is called Stripe. Whenever you guys subscribe to like any service online, it's most likely through Stripe. So Stripe's basically a different PayPal. Stripe shut down my business. They said, hey, we're taking all your customers. So you have your website, right? And then you have a website where you can view all your customers and how much they pay and whatnot. Pretty much Stripe said, where all your customers are stored and where they're paying and the recurring revenue you're getting every month, which at the time, I think I just hit 11K. They took that away. And all I was left with was like my site with no payment processor. Why did they take it away? They took it away because I broke terms of service. I broke a terms of service where I helped artists not only write lyrics using AI, I helped artists grow using automation, and I was selling a video course on how to do that. That's against the terms of service. That's quote unquote a high risk business to Stripe, and they'll shut down anybody who's a high risk business. Gambling's a high risk business. Anything crypto related is a high risk business. I don't know why that's against the terms of service. I'm assuming it's because these social media platforms are in bed with the payment processors. Anything that deviates from regular consumers paying for ads, they don't want in the picture. So, if the average person figures out, how to gain like an extra 2,000 to 3,000 followers a month, platforms aren't going to like that because they're not spending money on ads. This is the same method I used to grow my music video account, right? We plug it into a robot, it engages with people locally, but it wasn't me engaging, it was like this robot. But yeah, there's a quote by Marcus Aurelius. It's, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. So what that basically means is whenever you're faced with a problem, that's probably the way to like scale your business. It took basically a year to get to 10K per month, and Stripe just took it away, guys. And you're probably thinking like, you were probably devastated. I genuinely wasn't. It was pretty much a slow breakup. Whenever Stripe shuts you down, they'll like allow you to email them back saying, hey, can you reopen my account? I think this was a mistake. Pretty much, bro, a month straight of just emailing back and forth. I even flew to New York City to talk to somebody real at Stripe, which is pretty much unheard of, guys. After a month of like emailing back and forth, asking to open my account back up, I kind of accepted my fate. And it was probably about 12 hours, not even a day, of just me being sad. Like I wake up 8 a.m., probably like 10 a.m. because, whenever you're sad, you just sit in bed, but your eyes are closed and you're just unmotivated. Your dopamine is at an all-time low. Probably woke up at 8 a.m., stayed in bed for 2 hours, 10 a.m. Probably around 5 p.m., the sadness stopped, and then I just like switched on the growth mindset. So whenever I lost that business, I was making 10K per month, realistically 120K per year. First thing I thought was, okay, this is where the adaptability and the growth mindset comes in. And this is where that quote that I mentioned, which is the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Virality is a bit luck. So I got my first couple $1,000s of recurring revenue with my app through virality, right? Through on TikTok. So I had to tell myself, what is a way for me to get customers coming in through my app? Because I'm starting at $0. That's consistent and doesn't rely on being viral. So I paid a YouTuber $400. He helped rappers write music, super niche guy, but he charged $400, got about 2,000 views a video. And the day he mentioned my app, like bro, my phone was going like cha-ching, cha-ching. That's pretty much how I hit like my first like $500 MRR, right? So now I'm not at zero, I'm at making $500 a month. So I basically broke even with this influencer. Paid him again, got to about $800 a month. And then I saw that like you could keep paying these influencers, but eventually their audience is gonna be accustomed and warmed up to what they're promoting. So then I had to adjust and adapt again. I didn't just give up. So then I was thinking, what are some other ways I can make money or get customers coming into my app without going viral or without paying influencers? And I was thinking, okay, maybe like paying for Google ads. So I paid money to Google. So now whenever someone searches up like a term, my link was the first one. It says sponsored on Google. A lot of people do that. Probably spent like 2 weeks learning that. Didn't work. So burned 2 weeks, but I tried Instagram automation, which is basically, I made an Instagram page of my app and I plugged it into this bot where it would like engage with people in the same niche, with artists. That took way too much work, burnt a month of time. And then I stumbled upon email marketing. So pretty much if you just send an email, right, to your whole email list. At the time I had a couple thousand people signed up, not paying, but just signed up previously before and decided not to pay. I blasted all of them with the email and I actually saw a little bit of success doing that. So I hit about 1,500 MRR through the emails, but eventually I ran out of emails. Previously, when I was at 10K per month, the only method I knew was trying to make viral videos for my app and then Facebook ads. For me to restart to zero, I had to learn about 4 or 5 skills. Now those skills that I learned didn't really make me any money, but what you guys gotta understand, if you're trying to be an entrepreneur or self-employed, or really if you're just a regular average Joe, you guys have to have this growth mindset, because the worst thing that you can do, and I say this to everybody, is put yourself in a box. And before my dad passed, he would always say, like I would be like, yo, I think I'm ADHD, dad. And he'd always say, don't label yourself. So, and it kind of bounces off of that. Don't don't put yourself in a box. Don't self-identify with your major, or don't self-identify with a career that your parents put onto you. Because throughout history, what makes us different is the ability to adapt and just throw things into the scientific method and see what works, what doesn't. Whenever you have multiple people competing, doing that same method, that promotes innovation. So how I like to look at everything is, if you go through failures and you attempt to fix and patch up those failures, and even if it goes wrong, you're learning skills along the way. You are a toolbox, and every single skill that you get, it's just another tool in the toolbox. And then whenever something pops up in life, you have a tool for that. You might not need that tool for 3 or 4 years, but when you do need that tool, you'll pretty much be super grateful. Bro, my knee's hurting. I'm really just trying to show off my jeans. That's why I'm sitting like this. But just look at Joe Rogan. He was a UFC commentator, a podcast host, and a comedian, and also a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter. Okay, look at Elon Musk. He shoots rockets into space, electric cars, and memes. And then now Twitter, but memes. So yeah, pretty much if you're at home, be adaptable. And also for those who watch Daniel Dalen, same reason why he blew up in the entrepreneur space, because he's an entrepreneur. He knows Chinese but looks white, and he vlogs his life as a businessman. A lot of people would think being a businessman and a creator are at contrast with each other, but sometimes, in my opinion, you kind of want those traits where you have two things that. So anyways, guys, have creative problem solving, have resilience, you need to adapt. And a lot of these people that you look up to, they face a lot of the same struggles that you face. But what makes them different are the people who adapt and have resilience. And also read the terms of service before you sign up on anything. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, took something away from it.